Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to talk about a lot of personal stuff and the idea of when does your life begin. And for me, I felt like for all this journey, and even still to an extent in many ways, as I've healed, I've had this conflict of like who I am and who I have felt like. And it's like this idea of like when does life begin? When does life actually start? And, of course, life starts when you're born and you keep going and whatever. But, you know, we're always evolving, or we're stuck in a place, or we're in jail, or we're not feeling well for a long time, or we're in a shitty marriage, or whatever. So we think about this idea, when does life begin? So for me, and part of why, you have to trick your brain, or I have to trick my brain, what I talked about before, it's like I have felt like when does life really begin with, everything. So it's like I wake up, I don't feel optimal. So it's like I feel like, okay, life hasn't begun yet, or I'm like doing all these things and doing this stuff, or not at my full capacity. So I feel like I'm not fully living my life, or life hasn't begun. So, you know, the reality is life is always evolving, and life is always moving forward. And it's something I had to tell myself, and through all this, that like life doesn't wait to happen, no matter how bad you feel, and you got to kind of keep moving forward. And it was always this conflicting thing where, it's like, oh, I don't feel well, or I feel like the day's speeding by, like I'm not really experiencing life. But the reality is life still moves on. So I'm saying that because we might feel like life hasn't begun, or we got to wait for this or wait for that. But the reality is we got to take action and know that life is happening. And again, trick your brain. Trick your brain to do it all. If you tell your brain you can do anything, you can do anything. So something to think about. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.